Hey y'all, it's Betsy with Happily Ever After Etc. and welcome back to another cruise video. So today we are in the Tracy Arm Fjord, which essentially means we are going to be traveling between the land and the glaciers all day long. It's a sea day without being a sea day. There's one excursion today, which is to go from our big ship to a smaller ship that will take us closer to the glaciers to see whales and sea lions and all kinds of fun stuff. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to see, but in all the reviews that I watched of Alaska cruising, they said that this excursion, the only one you can take through the Tracy Arm Fjord, is the one not to miss, because otherwise you're on the larger boat. On the smaller boat, you can get much closer to everything. So we are going to go. We've got about 10 minutes. We have to go down to the theater, meet the rest of our group, and then get on the smaller boat. It is also Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to my dad, who is not a big fan of boats and wishes we were doing the helicopter today. Let's see how this goes. Here is the view from our balcony. You can see there are these little just ice chips floating everywhere. Bigger ice chips down here. These are all ice. That might be the boat we're getting on. I mean, I don't know. It might just be a buoy. It's hard to tell from this distance. We'll find out. Everyone's going that way.
Both side, please.
Oh, I thought they said first this time. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning. I will, thank you. Okay, where do you want to go? Alright, we made it on the boat. Now we're going to go see what there is to see. They were saying that you might see whales, but it's a pretty narrow passage. But sometimes you see bears or mountain goats or seals. Definitely see a glacier.
In the event of a man overboard, what do we yell?
Man overboard.
Man overboard. Do you know why we call it man overboard? Because women do not go overboard. After we establish that there is a man overboard, we're going to start throwing those bright orange life jackets and any other brightly colored clothing that we have on board today overboard as well, so we can make a breadcrumb trail to our man overboard, so we can get him back up on board and get him all nice and warm again inside with some Baileys and some Jameson. Please keep in mind today we are cruising on the Pacific Ocean. Although Tracy Arm Fjord does protect us, we will encounter some pieces of ice. So I'm going to tell you guys, our boat is going to hit some pieces of ice. It's going to be kind of scary. It's going to make a loud noise. Don't worry, Jess is a great captain. She's been ice driving for many, many years. She's one of the best that Allen Marine has. And we are in great hands. Our boat is made out of about a 1.5-inch aluminum, so it's meant to take a lot but give none. So I just like to give you guys a fair reminder. It might sound a little scary if you've never heard it before, but we are in great hands and we have nothing to fear. But as always, if you are walking around the vessel, we ask that you keep one hand free for the entirety of the tour. So as you are walking around the vessel, you can guide yourselves on any of our pillars, our seat backs, or railings we have around the boat.
Iceberg. There's our ship. So the ship is doing the same trip, just slower, and obviously they can't get as close. So They did say with it being low tide and just shy of salmon season that conditions are very favorable to see bears or mountain goats as we go through the pass. So cross your fingers. And seals. I want to see seals. They said the seals come up and sit on the glaciers to have their pups, and that this is the time of year that they do that. So I might even see some seal pups. That would be ideal. Went upstairs. So far we haven't seen any animals, but we are basically going into this waterfall. Pretty cool.
So it looks like we have some tiny harbor seal pups off to our left side. The moms, one of them just walked down in the water, and it looks like the other one's hanging out on the other side of that.
Okay, so we are leaving the glacier now. It's been about 2 hours. We have 1 hour left. Still haven't seen anything but seals, but we did see a lot of seals. So cross your fingers, we see something cool on the way back. They gave me a chunk of ice from the glacier to touch. It's pretty cool. It's just ice. So weird. But we are almost back to the ship. Goodbye, glacier. Well, we are back on the boat. It was a really fun excursion. As you can see, I had put on several layers. It was definitely cold, not in the boat, but up top on the boat. So definitely bring layers, sweatshirt, jacket, hat and gloves. It actually was warm on the ship when it was stopped, but as soon as it was moving, it was cold. Wind, y'all, wind is cold. But it was fun. I liked seeing the glacier. I loved seeing all the seals. By the time we got up to the glaciers, there was dozens and dozens of them swimming and sitting on the ice, all of that. We unfortunately didn't see any bears or mountain goats. I do think I saw one eagle, but it was kind of hard to tell. It was very far away. I was looking through my binoculars. So just kind of depends on the day whether you see all that stuff. And we are still cruising through the Tracy Arm Fjord for the rest of the day, so we may still see some of that from the ship. I'm going to sit out on the balcony and take a look. If I get footage of anything, I will put it at the end of the video. So for right now, though, we are going to go grab some lunch because it was a very early tour. We were out from 7 to 10. It is about 11 now. And then once we got off the boat, the second tour went. But we went on the early morning one. Of course, wildlife is most likely to come out at dawn or dusk. So we were hoping to see a bear. We saw no bears. We still had fun, and it was definitely worth going. Otherwise, you were just on the boat all day, and while it is fabulous, we are much closer on the little boat. And the big boat does not go down to the actual glacier, so winner, winner, chicken dinner. I will see y'all tomorrow. We will be in Ketchikan, and we are going ziplining. Wish me luck. Bye, y'all.